The purpose of this video is to walk applicants to the Wyoming State Board of Nursing through creating a nurse portal account and submitting an application. Before we begin, it is important to note that the application site works best on a desktop computer or laptop. Mobile devices such as cell phones and tablets are not supported. The first step is to click on Create an Account on the left side of the screen under Don't Have an Account. On the next screen, you will see the terms and conditions for use of the nurse portal. You will need to click on I agree before you can proceed. You should now see a screen that says, do you have or have you ever held a license or certificate with the Wyoming State Board of Nursing? If you already have or have had in the past a license in Wyoming, you will click yes and then continue. After that, you will be directed to a screen where you can search for your license by using your name or license number. You will need to complete the security verification CAPTCHA and then click Look Up License. From there, you will be directed to a screen where you can verify your contact and license information. For our purposes today, we will click on No when asked if we have ever held a license or certificate with the Wyoming State Board of Nursing. This option is for nurses or CNAs that are applying to Wyoming for the first time. On the next screen, you will be required to enter your email address twice, complete a security verification CAPTCHA, and then click Continue. The email address you enter on the screen will be used for signing in the future. A confirmation email will be sent to the email you entered in the previous screen. It is important to note that you must access the confirmation email and click on the registration link in it within 24 hours. Otherwise, you will need to restart the process. After clicking on the registration link in the confirmation email you received, you will be asked to put in your name, date of birth, social security number, and to create a password. After that, you will need to complete another security verification CAPTCHA before you can click on Create Account to proceed. You should now see a screen that has your information in the top left corner. To the right of this are 3 boxes, the first of which says Your Licenses with Wyoming. In this box, you will need to click on Apply for License. On the next screen, choose the appropriate license option you are seeking. For today, we will choose CNA Initial Application. The menu will drop down, and you will need to click on CNA. The next screen is Application Instructions. These are very important to read and understand. After you have read the instructions, click on Next. On the following screen, you will be asked for demographic information as well as your lawful presence. At this time, you will be asked to scan and upload a copy of your Social Security card and either your birth certificate, permanent resident card, passport, driver's license, U.S. Certificate of Naturalization, U.S. Certificate of Citizenship, or other documentation of lawful admittance into the United States. After uploading your documents, you will be asked to provide contact information. Next, you will be required to input your education. Answers will auto-populate based on your selection of state and program type. A CNA would need to choose Other and then enter in the name and contact information for their training program, as well as if they have graduated and what degree was obtained. Also in this situation, a CNA would choose Other and then type in CNA certificate. You will also be required to enter in your anticipated graduation date, or the date that you actually did graduate. On the next screen, you will need to put in your current employment information by clicking Add. If you are not currently employed, you can bypass this screen by clicking Save and Continue. You will now be asked to complete eligibility questions, which include questions regarding prior discipline or investigations, any conditions or impairments which may limit your ability to practice safely, competently, and professionally, as well as questions regarding your criminal history. If you answer yes to any of these questions, you will be required to upload supporting documents as well as provide an explanation of the incident. You will also be asked if you would like to possibly serve as a volunteer during times of public health threats, infectious disease outbreaks, biological terrorism, or other disasters and emergencies in Wyoming. You will now see a preview of everything you will be submitting to the board. Please be sure to double-check the information listed. If you need to make any changes, click Edit next to each section's header. At the bottom of the page, you will be required to agree to the legal statement and the information it contains. You will also see the listing of the fees associated with the license you are seeking. If everything appears to be correct, click on Make Payment. You will see a screen that explains that you are being directed to another payment site. And if you are submitting payment on a mobile device or using an American Express, you will not be able to proceed. If you are submitting payment on a desktop or laptop and are using MasterCard, Visa, or Discover, you will click on OK, Proceed to Payment Gateway. Once you enter in the payment information, you will be presented with a confirmation page. You will also receive a confirmation email that your application has been submitted. If the board has any questions or needs additional information, you will be contacted via your nurse portal account created at the beginning of this video. Please call the board office at 307-777-7601 if you have any questions.